drop my pen and it'll...
Oh, it's really too much. You're on?
takes a mid-range. Unfortunately missed. So fast break Wyndham, not fast break, sorry, but transition I should say. Hines. It's off with Alira, he goes to 3 and he'll sink it. So Wyndham quick to start. Pollard, no one moving for him, eventually finds Turner. And he moves over to Gaze, he wants a 3 and he'll sink it! Nicely done by Jackie Gaze. All tied up early. And the rush past as well, so early turnover for Wyndham. They'll end up back up with the Steelers. Allen finds Coletto in the corner. He quickly releases the basketball and floats off the rim. Alera, he wants a 3 again. Bang! So, nothing but 3 so far in this game to start off. Last time these sides met, Wyndham won 91-84. So you'd think you get somewhat of the same result considering how either side have been going, but we'll just have to wait to see. Hines only just got the ball before turning it over to Coletto. He stops dribbling, but he's got Pollard to give it to now. Pollard, back to Coletto. Turner sets the screen. And he'll put up a shot and off the backboard and out. So Hutton, he wants to go to the rack. 2 points. So Wyndham quick start. The second on the ladder, only separated by percentage. So they're definitely one of the better teams in the league and will almost certainly be playing finals. Coletto on the inbound to Allen. Allen, shot clock winding down. Gaze, he wants another 3. Oh, in and out. Just couldn't go, unfortunately. Hutton. Thomason. He's sitting around at the arc. He wants to drive. Finds a man in the corner. It was Hutton. He takes that fadeaway mid-range and will miss Turner on the rebound. So fairly rushed offense, or quick offenses from either side, I should say. Allen, Turner. I did say this last week, Pollard for 3, he won't go. So like I said last week, they really need to start using the paintball where support. They're only shooting 30% on 3 for the year. And Matt Turner, he's so good at positioning the body and drawing the fouls, so they just need to use him more instead of taking so many 3s. And Jay Allen, he hits a 3, so maybe I'm wrong. You might see a good 3-point shooting performance tonight from the Steelers. Lara, ball's turned over. Gaze. Looks like he wanted to pass it off there. Doesn't know the pass to Allen. Back to Gaze. And then out to Allen again. And it's a little tussle there between Turner and Alara. Alara's questioning why the foul was on him. Allen, Gaze. Turner picks up a foul again. Been a fair bit of contact early to start off this game. Coach John Dodge, Wyndham very vocal there about the fouls that have been committed early. So Wyndham been playing some nice Defense against the inbounds. And I just realised I've been using the wrong mic the entire time. Oh well, we're back now. So if you couldn't hear me from the other mic very well, which I don't think you could have, it's 5 minutes left in this first quarter. 8-6 Wyndham's way, and I think that's Bevan Camilleri that will take some free throws. Camilleri averaging just under 9 points, and very important bench piece for Western Port. Obviously he's not playing on the bench tonight, but usually he would, so as we get some subs here. So Bevan Camilleri hits the first. Western Port shooting 70% at the line, and they'll make the second. So Bevan Camilleri makes both, sorry. And then Wyndham, they try to shoot a three, no go. Quickly stolen by Wyndham. Thomason Alara. Who's that in the corner? It was a three. Who was it? It was Dolney. So Daryl Corletto. It's been a good start for either side. Camilleri for three. It's been a lot of threes taken early in this game. It's been almost every shot's been a three-point shot, and I think that was Matty Turner that picks up the foul there. So Wyndham will inbounds. And Wyndham take a quick fadeaway mid-range. That was Watkins, his first points of the night. And I'm now joined by Crispy from his Youth League 2 game. I caught the end of it. That was insane.
It was. Couldn't believe it got that close. We probably shouldn't have, but yeah, they just came back within the last 30 seconds, and what a finish.
Yeah, it was an exciting game to watch. Hopefully we get something similar to the youth game in this Champions League fixture tonight.
Be good.
Gaze. Oh, bank three. Jack Gaze. He's had a nice start early. Sorry, I cut you off there, mate. What were you going to say?
No, that's all right. I wasn't going to say anything.
Ah, my bad. So Pomerson. And Western Port will pick up a foul here. So that was Matt Turner. That's his first. So Turner will come off. Luke Helbig will come on. And Wyndham missed their first free throw. That was Alara. Wyndham, 52% from the free throw line. It's probably the worst free throw percentage I've seen out of any team so far. So that is a must improve. As we see there, they missed another. Luke Helbig, he's all by himself. He wants to go to Gaze. Gaze goes to Theobald. Then Camilleri. Oh, there's a nice behind the back. Midi! So, Western Port, they've been looking very clean. Usually, a lot of their jump shots tend to miss a fair bit, but tonight they have been on point. That was nice defense. Theobald. Helbig back to Theobald. And then Gaze, he's had a nice start. Camilleri. Oh, slips over there. And a foul called on Alara, so that's his second foul. So quick foul trouble. For Adetomi Alara, and he'll be subbed off. Gaze, Corletto. Corletto will pick up an offensive foul. So quickly back to Wyndham. We did have some technical difficulties to start, so I didn't get a proper chance to not only ask you, but tell the audience who I thought was going to win. So I've got Wyndham winning this game. How about you, Crispy?
Ooh, from what I've seen, I reckon from the last couple of weeks, I think Wyndham might as well. It's a close game, and I think really we're going to be able to tell by the fourth quarter and how the Steelers play, because it seems like they seem to always lose it in the last quarter.
Yeah, they have been doing that ever since I've been commentating for this side, really, which is unfortunate. Jack Gaze, he collects his own rebounds. I have Wyndham winning, by the way, if I did not mention that. Gaze. So he'll miss that one. He's been letting a lot of threes fly. I cannot speak. Threes fly. So Matt Ginn to inbound, and there is John Cock. He's been an absolute star. Only made his season debut in round 7, but has been outstanding in every game. Maker for 3. Bang! That has been the story of this game tonight. There have been so many threes taken. Theobald tries to outrun John Cock. Eventually got past him. Corletto for 3. Just misses. Theobald drives to the rack. Nice Euro. But just misses, unfortunately. Watkins to Maker. Back over to Watkins. And Maker, he'll take another 3. And he'll make that one as well. So Maker only came onto the court maybe about a minute ago, and he's already got 6 quick points. Nearly intercepted by John Cock. Turner, Helbig. Helbig drives. And I think he'll pick up a foul there. Against Simon Maker. So Luke Helbig will go to the line. And Chris Taylor, last week, as we saw, Crispy, he went out of the game with that ankle injury against Casey, so you'll probably be expecting a couple more players to get more minutes tonight, especially considering Taylor's a vital part of their starting lineup. So the minutes may be shared a bit more around now, you'd say.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can see that with Helbig's getting a few more minutes in this first quarter.
Exactly. Exactly. He usually only comes on the second quarter for maybe about 5 minutes, but he's started early, came off the bench, but he's still playing a lot more than he usually does, which is good to see.
Gives him real good opportunity, right?
That was John Cock on the... popped up the shot over Matt Turner. That's hard to do. Matt Turner, I believe he's top 5 in blocks, so Turner wants his revenge, and he gets it. So, quickly responds John Cock. 8 points the difference. John Cock for 3. Won't go before the quarter ends, and Helbig tried to put up a last attempt full court shot, but went nowhere near it. So that is the first quarter done and over with. Wyndham leading 25 to Western Port 17. So we're back, and I have a look at who's on the court right now, and I see young Ted Hood. And he usually only comes on in the dying stages of the last quarter if it's all but lost the game. But 17-year-old Ted Hood, he gets minutes as well. So it's nice to see him out there.
Let's see how he can perform.
Yeah. Hopefully he does well.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
There you go. He'll get the basketball first as well. Helbig. Allen wants it. It was a bit too late. Gave it to Turner. Hood. Pollard. And then he finds Helbig in the corner. Won't go. John Cock on the rebound. Maker. Kicks it out all the way. That was a nice pass. Pomasan. John Cock. Watkins. And that was Pomasan for three. In the corner. Nicely done. So, I'm only now just noticing that Wyndham have a fair bit of a lead on Western Port now. It's stretched out to 11 points. Hood. Turner. And there was
Offensive screen, it looks like.
offensive foul against Western Port. Not sure who it was on. Did you catch who it was on?
I think it might have been Polly, I think, but I'm not too sure.
I didn't catch the incident, but got to trust the referee's decision. Maker misses the layup. Watkins tried to do a hook shot, but rushed past by Matt Turner. John Cock, I tell you what, he's just being really aggressive at the rim tonight. Usually opponents, when going up against Matt Turner, usually like to avoid him, but John Cock, he's just going at him. Hood for three. Bang! Teddy Hood. Nice shot. And Wyndham look to respond. John Cock
Hello to everyone watching on the stream. We have 3 minutes to go on the countdown clock here in warm-ups for this Big V Men's Championship match. Hawthorn Magic taking on Sunbury Jets. Magic 3 and 6. Jets 6 and 3. Not long now until tip. So final huddles here at the Burundara Basketball Stadium as we get set for Hawthorn Magic against the Sunbury Jets. Just looking at the live stats, Jets final lineup not in just yet. Hawthorn tonight: Nathan Guscott, Xavier Evans, Joe Furphy, Daniel Herbert, Patrick McCready, TJ Tyrone Remy, Matt Hallam, Ryan O'Sullivan, Noah Dempsey and Jared Molnar. Sunbury starters heading out onto the court now. Starting 5 out on court for Sunbury now. Nathan Baker, Ivan Lonkaric, Corey Bellman, Nathan Marshall, and out come the Hawthorn starters. So ready for the opening tip here. Hawthorn Magic 3 and 6 against the Sunbury Jets 6 and 3. Joe Furphy gets the opening tap and Hawthorn away with first possession. Nathan Guscott happy to keep the ball moving. Down to Furphy at the low post. Didn't like a shot. Thinking about stepping out was Guscott. Back into Furphy. Bit of banging potties early and Furphy rolls it in for the first bucket of the game. Magic 2-zip early. Jets take over on offense. This is Jace Beasley going to the hoop. And Beasley gets the quick reply here for Sunbury. Xavier Evans on the ball for Hawthorn. Nathan Garscott. Now Dan Herbert. Drive is no good. Comes up short. Furphy contesting the rebound. Baker. And the call is a foul here. Hard collision between the two players at the sideline.
Xavier Evans, his first personal foul, first team foul.
Evans gets the foul against his name, and Nathan Marshall is a little sore to get back up.
Good footy play on.
Beasley for a long two and doesn't get the bounce. It hits the shot clock behind the backboard. Hawthorn in possession. Ryan O'Sullivan, and can't combine with Jared Molnar there. Take away for the Jets. Beasley kicks it out. Marshall has a man in the corner. Doesn't like the shot though. Corey Bellman handing it in. And now going to the hoop, and the key opened up there for Nathan Baker. Makes it 4 points to 2. Sunbury's way. The alley-oop attempt. Joe Furphy was fouled as he went up. And so he'll go to the line for 2. Foul coming against Ivan Lonkaric.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Joe Furphy, left-handed shoots in style. He's good with the first. And Furphy's first trip to the line results in 2 for 2. Marshall in possession for the Jets. Now Lonkaric. Beasley keeps it moving. Marshall. He's going to drive and then kick it out. Spot up 3. No good. Rolling across the ring. Corey Bellman unsuccessful on that occasion. Garscott here. Gives it to Furphy. Ryan O'Sullivan. And possession given away by Xavier Evans. He couldn't keep handle on the ball under a bit of pressure. So the Jets take over here. Bellman to Lonkaric. Marshall. Beasley for 2. And Furphy protects the board and gets the rebound. Evans now. Flicks it out. Molnar the head fake. Gives it off. Garscott with a hand in his face. It doesn't matter. He knocks it down. Big 3 for Nathan Garscott while being closely guarded. And that makes it 7-4 to the Magic. Marshall throws it away. Movement not working out for Sunbury there. Nathan Baker ran away from the pass. And from the left, another attempt at 3. This time Evans can't get the drop. Marshall, and he'll shoot 2. Evans protests his innocence, but this will be his first personal, and 2 shots coming up for Marshall.
That's his second personal foul, second team foul. Dan Herbert checking into the game.
Sub for the Hawthorn Magic, and Evans checks out. Dan Herbert comes in for the first time tonight. Free throw's no good. And Marshall is good with the second. 6:27 to go in the first quarter. Molnar. Ryan O'Sullivan. Herbert. Lots of movement for Hawthorn, but they can't find an open man. So Molnar being closely guarded. Shot clock at 5. And he slides it through. O'Sullivan's up, and a nice little lane for 2. So Hawthorn 9-5 in the first quarter. O'Sullivan with his first bucket of the game. Corey Bellman flips it out. Baker. And rolls it in low. Lonkarich back out. Baker a long 3. And he is good from downtown. And that brings it back to just a 1-point game. 9-8. Guscott, we've seen him hit 1. Make that 2! Nathan Guscott. He's hot in the first quarter. And it's 12 points to 8. Marshall, through the key he goes, trying to flick it in traffic. Lonkarich throws it out. Baker, down to Beasley. Beasley with 3 on the shot clock, got the shot up, didn't get the drop. Joe Furphy rolls away with possession. Now Molnar. Furphy, oh, he fumbled at the key moment. And he's bailed out there by a little touch off a Jets player, so it will be Magic inbound at the baseline. Inbound, and now Molnar. That's a long, long 3. Blazing a trail is Jared Molnar. That makes it 15-11. Good outside shooting early from the Magic. Bellman. And turned over. Good hustle. O'Sullivan started it. Can he finish it? Yes, he can. Lays in for 2. And now Bellman. Shot comes up shy. Long pass, oh, Molnar, loose hands. Hustle play to keep it in, but he dropped it out of court. And so for the first time, we're going to see Trevon Clayton come into the game for the Sunbury Jets. He's averaging 14 points per game this season. O'Sullivan also checks out. And for the first time tonight, TJ Remy is into the game. Bellman took on the Hawthorn defense, didn't get the fall, but he grabs his own board, throws it back out. Marshall. Decision time, little head fake, he's going to drive to the hoop, and he'll shoot 2. Follow-up bucket does not count. It'll be 2 free throws coming here for Nathan Marshall.
Fouls on number 17, TJ Remy. His first personal foul. 13 fouls.
Marshall, no good with the first. And good with the second. So 17-9. Furphy down low on the turn. Can't get it to go for him this time. Clayton with the ball. Now Corey Bellman. Back to Trevon Clayton. Jace Beasley working down low. He gets 2. It's back to 6 points to dip. Hawthorn with the fast start. Sunbury chipping away at their deficit at the moment. And now striding into the hoop. Very well worked by Noah Dempsey to find space where there was none. And that makes it 21-11, 10-point game. Corey Bellman. And Clayton's wide open. Can't do that again. Trevon Clayton knocks down 3. And that's 19-14 now here in the first quarter. Remy. Furphy down low. Tries to go to work. Doesn't see progress. Kicks it out instead. Shot went up and did not fall for Dan Herbert. Away comes Corey Bellman. Sunbury now on a little bit of a run. Lonkaric, no good, and rebound taken by Guscott. He head checks right. Herbert. Now decision time for Dan Herbert. Tried to pop it off inside. Furphy kicks it back out. Guscott, good! Three pointers in this first quarter for Nathan Guscott. He's on fire. Sunbury looking for answers and intercepted. Noah Dempsey with the takeaway. TJ Remy, Guscott's the danger man. Head fake, he's feeling it. Goes to the hoop, nearly and one. He'll shoot two. Having a monster first quarter.
Fouls on number 0, Trevon Clayton.
Matt Hallam is coming on for the first time tonight.
Second team foul.
Relieving Joe Furphy. So Guscott at the line. .90 seconds to go on the game clock as Guscott misses the free throw. It's a great start here from the Hawthorn Magic. And 0 for 2, so his three-point shooting has been mint. His free throws not so good. Oh, and nearly gets the steal here. Trevon Clayton recovers the ball. Nathan Marshall. Thrown up high for the alley-oop, and there is going to be a foul paid here, and it's going to be a shooting foul.
Number 20,
Matt Hallam only just checked in. He gets his first personal, and we're going to see Patrick McBrearty come on for the first time as well for Guscott. So Clayton, who we saw hit a nice three earlier in the quarter, now he's shooting two, and he misses this one. His team's down 8. And no good, 0 for 2. But, oh, possession, yes, off Beasley, and so it means that Hawthorn will take over. Herbert up against Marshall. 1:04 on the game clock. Hallam, he goes to work. Matt Hallam can't get the roll, and so away comes Clayton with the rebound. First look tonight at Cruz Beasley coming into the game for the Sunbury Jets. And foul here is going to be paid against Noah Dempsey. Hip-to-hip contact there. And only the third team foul of the quarter. No, it is. Fifth team foul of the quarter. My apologies. So into the bonus. And a free throw drops at last for Trevon Clayton. He's 1 of 3 from the line. Make that 2 of 4.
Watch the line.
McBrearty. Dempsey. Oh, thrown away through the key by Herbert. And now Cruz Beasley on the fast break. Oh, he lost possession. Matt Hallam did enough to put him off. 32.8 to go on the game clock. Sunbury not pressing at the moment. Happy to drop back and wait for TJ Remy. Patrick McBrearty using the high screen and the pick and roll, almost working out for Matt Hallam, and he goes up and will get 2 shots. 16.7 to go in the quarter. Foul goes against Jace Beasley.
His first personal foul. Third team foul for Sunbury Jets. 2 shots at cover.
So Jace Beasley has to check out. First time tonight we've seen Josh de Jong come in. And Hallam misses the first of the free throws. They don't want to leave too many points out on the court here, Hawthorn. They've got the ascendancy. They want to keep Sunbury at arm's length. Hallam is 0 for 2 on his trip to the stripe. And so turn off the shot clock. This is 13 seconds left in the quarter now. Cruz Beasley kicks it out to Corey Bellman. Had to make a tough grab. Back to Marshall. Head fake and he goes up. Buzzer attempts. Comes down empty. And so quarter time, 22 points to 16. Hawthorn Magic, they might be 3 wins behind the Sunbury Jets on the table, but we've got a contest so far. No stat leaders, we haven't got the live numbers up just yet. Hopefully they will revive at some point tonight. So quarter time, 22 plays 16.
Clean the floor, stop shooting, you goofballs. That's right, I said it, get out of here. You don't have a mop, take your socks off and use those instead. Clean the other keyway too. Ted, clean the other keyway. You meant to clean the keyways. Big Ted. Your legs painted on, mate. The keyway. Make it shiny, please. I've only got 35 more seconds, man. The whole thing needs to be shiny. Come on.
Back on court, start of the second quarter. Sunbury with possession, down 16 to 22 for the Hawthorn Magic. And Nathan Marshall has possession for the visiting team. Bellman dumps it in low, fadeaway jumper for de Jong. And he comes up empty. Herbert. McBready. And that's a quarter attempt from Herbert. Hits the ring. And McBready will be first to recover the ball. Shot clock replenishes to 14. McBready, crossover, left Bellman behind, slips it in low. TJ Remy. Great cohesion there from the Hawthorn Magic. Little look-away dish low from McBready was clever. Now Corey Bellman. Oh, and Marshall throws it into the knee of McBready.
10 seconds on the shot.
Jets retain possession with 10 on the shot clock. Around the arc they go. Marshall head fake, kicks it out. Bellman's open. Bellman, no good. Offensive board. Baker away for Sunbury. Now Marshall, we've seen Baker hit one from here in the first quarter. He slings it back out. Marshall for three, no good. And the rebound falls into the hands of TJ Remy. Slides it low, Herbert keeps it moving. Helter-skelter, breakneck speed from the Hawthorn Magic. McBready, nearly, not quite. And Marshall rips the rebound away from Hallam. And then the put in by Marshall. So Sunbury get it back to 6 the diff, 24-18. McBready. Matt Hallam. Hallam on the spin. Oh, he comes up short. Not enough juice behind the shot. Corey Bell. Fed in by Marshall. De Jong goes to work. Oh, he's stripped of the ball. Great steal by Josh Wallace. Herbert open, no good. And Hallam able to take the rebound, and he gets fouled.
Fouls on number 0, Trevon Clayton.
Trevon Clayton gives away the foul, so this will be 2 shots here for Matt Hallam.
That was Clayton's second personal foul.
Second foul on Trevon Clayton. Matt Hallam, good with the first. And Hallam, very awkward overhead shot put style shooting. That one goes out. And so it's 25-18. Bellman from the corner. Still hasn't found his range. And foul paid for the push.
It was after he'd landed, so that's a side ball.
And the foul is for contact after the shooting motion. So just a sideline inbound here for the Jets rather than 3 free throws. 7:36 to go in the second quarter. Marshall. Baker. Down low. Clayton. Jace Beasley banging bodies, and that was a wild shot, not even close, as McBready comes away with possession. Patrick McBready! Oh, put too much mayo on it at the end. So it went rebounding back off the window. Sunbury, Bellman. Now Clayton, Baker. And inside, the SWAT commits the foul. Trevon Clayton. And the foul goes.
His first personal foul.
Goes against Remy. We're going to see a sub here. Jared Molnar comes back in. Herbert goes out. Trevon Clayton at the line, trying to close this gap for the Sunbury Jets. He misses the first, comes up short. And, oh, he's just not putting enough oomph behind it, but he still gets his own offensive board, and the putback for 2. Jace Beasley thought he was fouled as well, but they do get points out of it, the Sunbury Jets. It's back to 5, the diff. McBready's been enterprising since coming on, albeit without the end product with his shooting. Jared Molnar. McBready, the crossover, walks into traffic and then kicked it out, too hot to handle. There was a touch of a Sunbury man though, so it will be a Hawthorn ball. Joe Furphy's coming in for Matt Hallam. He's had a decent rest as well, Joe Furphy, so expect him to come out hard for the rest of the second quarter here. Shot clock's at 4, so Hawthorn have got to be good here. Not quite catch and shoot. McBready will have time to construct something. Shot clock at 2, 1, beat it, and the rebound does go to Molnar. It's a broken play. McBready from the corner, good! And he looks to the heavens and says, finally I've sunk one, and what a time to do it. 28-20 with 6:17 to go in the quarter. And now, offensive foul, moving screen.
Number 25, Jace Beasley sets the moving screen, magic ball.
Jace Beasley's got 2 personal. And that meant that as Baker rolled off him, he had to hand the ball back over to Hawthorn here. 8-point diff, 6:07 to go second quarter. Let's see what Hawthorn do now that Joe Furphy's back in the game. Molnar, McBready, hit 1, feeds it low, and now O'Connor mid-range, and hard-fought rebound coming for Beasley. Throws it out to Marshall. Down at the baseline. Hawthorn ball. Beasley can't keep the handle on it.
Xavier Evans checking back into the game.
Just a reminder, we don't have live numbers, unfortunately. We have them for the women's game, so not sure what has happened here tonight at Boorandarra Sports Complex, but we haven't got the live stats ticking over for you just yet. Hopefully we can revive them during the halftime break. And we're back underway with 5:40 to go in the second. Molnar throws it to McCready. Xavier Evans back in for the first time in this second quarter. O'Connor spot up, shot! And he gets 3 points for his trouble. Almost catching the Sunbury defence unawares. It's out to 11 after that three-pointer. So Sunbury, they've dried up. They need to get going again if they want to close the gap here. Bellman, this would be a good start. Splash. Nothing but net on that long three-pointer from Corey Bellman. Now for Hawthorn's reply. Joe Furphy goes to the hoop, tries to get his own rebound and puts it in, and one! Joe Furphy goes to the line for the three-point play. And he has a sheepish grin because I think he knows that he really should have put in the first shot rather than having to grab his own board. So Furphy to complete the three-point play. Hawthorn up 10. And he's 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. And then reaching in, Nathan Guscott comes back into the game and gets a foul.
Number 6, Nathan Guscott, his first personal foul. Third team foul. Jets ball.
4:51 to go. Both teams have 3 fouls each in this second quarter. Corey Bellman. And then handing off, and the shot attempt from Trevon Clayton.
They stop play and give an official warning. When Magic have the ball, Magic will have the ball on the sideline.
So a warning here from the referee, seeing fit to just whistle play dead, and Hawthorn will get an inbound here. Must have heard something on the Sunbury bench that didn't quite constitute a tech foul. 4:34 on the clock. Second quarter, Joe Furphy. Now down low. Clayton in his path initially, and now he'll shoot 2. So with that Jace Beasley on the court, Joe Furphy is going to work here. And he's going back to the free throw line where he's been imperfect, it's safe to say. Let's see if he can hone his radar here. And the southpaw is good from the line this time. Hits one. And on this trip to the line, Furphy is 2 for 2. And that opens up a 12-point gap, 35-23, 4:20 to go in the second quarter. Bellman linking up with Clayton. And Corey Bellman takes it to the hoop. Nice moves inside. Travelling Sunbury contingent shows their appreciation. Jared Molnar trying to use the screen from O'Connor. Didn't quite work out. He's still going to take it to the hoop anyway. The key opened up for him. And Jared Molnar lays in 2, restoring a 12-point buffer. Baker for Sunbury. Now Ivan Loncarriage back on. Bellman heard the shout from Clayton, so kept the ball moving. And this is Marshall for 3, good. Nice finish there from Nathan Marshall. Gap back within single figures, 9 points now. Guscott. Saw him hit 3 three-pointers in the first quarter, yet to shoot in this second. It's Molnar, pulls it up, and he'll get the foul. Protests from the Sunbury defence, but that foul is sending Molnar to the line.
Foul number 23, Corey Bellman.
subs here. On comes Noah Dempsey for Hawthorn, and Gene Vicali checks in for the first time tonight for the Sunbury Jets. 5 team fouls as well now against Sunbury. To open it back out to double figures. Molnar is good with the first. And the second shot is good. Marshall. Trevon Clayton. Sunbury need to sharpen up here on offense because Hawthorn are scoring freely tonight. Marshall throws it back out to Baker. Baker to Clayton, steps outside three-point range, and no rain here. Molnar, clever little crossover to lose his marker, and now kicked out to Evans for three. No good. Furphy contesting the board. Vicali courageously got in and won it away. Marshall stepping into the defense and then hurls it back out. Vicali. Lonkaric, no good, off to the right. Noah Dempsey with the board. He goes back to Molnar. 2:20 to go in the quarter. Noah Dempsey, threw it straight to Lonkaric. Furphy was the meat in the sandwich and couldn't get to the ball. Lonkaric kicks it out. And now Vicali, long range two, no good. And Furphy grabs the board. Xavier Evans will slow it down. Evans waiting for the screen. And now kicks it in low. Molnar, all the time in the world to measure a three. Can't get the drop. Vicali. Sunbury down 11, a minute 39 on the clock. Marshall. And the catch and shoot here, almost spinning round the ring for Baker. Guscott with the ball. Been a good second quarter from Molnar to the hoop. He's got skills. Jared Molnar puts in two. 13-point diff with 1:10 on the clock. Second quarter. Baker kicks it out. Lonkaric. And with a look-away pass, Baker in traffic. Tight down in the corner. Marshall, shot clock expired on him.
Shot clock violation.
And he didn't get it up in time anyway. Sunbury waxing and waning, but not able to turn it into a good shot. Sums up their first half at the moment. And so Hawthorn will steady with 50.8 remaining. Evans. Noah Dempsey. Leaves it for Guscott. Little head fake Guscott. And now Furphy taking on Trevon Clayton off the window, and Clayton comes down with the board. Takes it with authority. So Marshall. 30 seconds on the game clock here in the second. Marshall thought about the three. Once, twice. And then he dishes. Lonkaric. And here's Baker, and from court to court, Marshall, no good. Furphy drags it down, 12 seconds, and Hawthorn will work the clock to their advantage here at the end of the first half. Xavier Evans, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, Evans, Noah Dempsey to send them into the rooms happy, not quite, rolling across the ring, and that is half-time with the Hawthorn Magic up 41-28. My apologies, we do not have live stats. I'll chase that up during the halftime break. In the meantime, we leave you at the halftime break. 10 on the countdown clock before we return. 41-28 in favour of the Hawthorn Magic. 1 minute to go on the countdown clock here at Burundara Basketball Stadium. Hawthorn Magic 41-28 up at half-time here against the Sunbury Jets. So we won't have live stats during the second half, but we will be doing our best to manually keep the points. Nathan Guscott and Jared Molnar, 9 each for Hawthorn in the first half. Joe Furphy with 8. Ryan O'Sullivan with 7. While for the Sunbury Jets, a bit more of an even spread. 7 for Nathan Marshall, 6 for Jace Beasley, 5 each for Corey Bellman, Nathan Baker and Trevon Clayton. So given that Clayton is averaging 14 a game, Bellman is averaging 14 a game, they are missing the production of their top guys. Hawthorn, by contrast, Joe Furphy's averaging 18 a game. He's already got 8 at the half. Guscott's blowing away his season average. He was only going at 5 a game until tonight, and now he's got 9 on the board already. So back underway in the second half. Hawthorn up 13, trying to get their 4th win of the season, and that's a great start there for Molnar. He comes the first player into double figures, up to 11 for the night, and that's exactly what Hawthorn wanted out of the rooms. Sunbury trying to get the instant reply. Marshall throws it up, and the rebound falls into the hands of O'Connor. Molnar thought he was fouled in the shooting action, but the referee didn't come to his aid. And through the key and 1. Oh, that hurts. Baker will claim the 2 and go to the line for 1 more. Nathan Baker up to 7 for the game.
21, Ryan
O'Sullivan. Sorry if I called him O'Connor. Ryan O'Sullivan there, giving away the foul. His first person. Free throws missed, and grabbing the rebound is Guscott. Oh, and the turnover. Pass from Evans is intercepted, and an uncontested layup coming there for Trevon Clayton. He's now got 7 points as well. So the gap back to 10. Hawthorn don't want to get complacent here. They've got a cushion, but Sunbury are a top team for a reason. They might be on a bit of a slide with their form. Molnar hits the front of the ring. Can't quite get it to go, so Corey Bellman with the board. Marshall, Jace Beasley. And Baker trying to start the third quarter with a bit of a whirlwind. Once, twice, and he can't put it back in, so he misses out on 2 bites. Molnar to Furphy. And kicked in low by Guscott. Furphy to the hoop. Strong overhead play from Joe Furphy. And he moves into double figures as well. Up to 10 for the game. Baker to Marshall. High screen from Jace Beasley helped him out. Out to Baker with a hand in his face. And it drops out. Teasing bounce off the rim. And now Molnar dishes it in. O'Sullivan can't get the drop. So away comes Marshall, directing some traffic. Trevon Clayton leaves it with Baker. And now long 2 coming for Beasley. They can't really knock down their shots other than Baker. He's been the exception in this third quarter, Sunbury. Hawthorn keeping the Jets at bay. Guscott pops it up for Furphy, and an emphatic attempt to bat the ball away from Jace Beasley is blown up for the foul.
Fouls on number 25, Jace Beasley. 2 shots to counter Joe.
And that's his 4th foul. So Jace Beasley heads to the bench with 7:19 to go in the third. And the next time we see him on court, he'll be walking the tightrope.
2 shots!
Inbound from the baseline for Guscott. Furphy's there. Molnar. Slung out. O'Sullivan. Oh, it went for a trip around the ring and didn't want to go for him. Marshall to Baker. Back to Marshall. Baker from court to court. Oh! Big splash. And is a great shot there from Nathan Baker. He jumps up to 10 points. First Sunbury player into double figures, and the gap is back to 10. And now the attempt at an instant reply. Bouncing, no go. And so the rebound taken by Marshall. Baker with a head fake. Throws it back out to Marshall. He's going to load up. And that one catches iron and goes out down in the corner. Cruz Beasley is going to come on here for Corey Bellman. Cruz Beasley, who didn't trouble the scorers in the first half, looking for some points here, as are the Jets. O'Sullivan to Molnar. Happy to hold the ball and wait for a bit of movement. Oh, the attempt at a look-away pass comes unstuck for Guscott. Trevon Clayton takes it away. And now Cruz Beasley. Left, right, and then kicks it out. Marshall. He just backs off, surveys the scene. And then Baker, no good this time, only the backboard for him. So Guscott, he'll be looking to sharpen up, dumps it low. Furphy, catch, and 2. Joe Furphy has a game-high 12 points. 5:39 to go in the third quarter. Marshall puts his head down, goes to work. Cruz Beasley, Baker in traffic, gets 2. Nathan Baker having a big third quarter. He's been the main producer for Sunbury as they continue to chase this game. Down 10. And the little put in from O'Sullivan. Instant reply. He's up to 9 for the game. O'Sullivan. Ivan Lomkartic is on, and he's on the scoreboard as well with a 3-pointer. Didn't score in the first half, cashes in 3 here, and it's 49-40. Oh, Evans nearly stepped out of court, recovered in the nick of time. Furphy able to shake the attention of Clayton, and he's getting hot too. 14 points for Joe Furphy. Just a reminder, he's averaging 18 a game, so third quarter, he is on track tonight for a big one. Lomkartic and off hands. That will still be a Sunbury ball. And De Jong is going to come back in for the first time in this third quarter. Nathan Marshall goes to the bench for a rest. Marshall, 7 points. So the inbound here for Baker to Cruz Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Lomkartic trap, throws it to Cruz Beasley. Catch and shoot, and an air ball will be a shot clock violation. Myself and the court announcer on the same page. 4:08 to go. Magic up 11. Sunbury haven't been able to get a run going in this third quarter. Hawthorn holding them at bay. O'Sullivan to Guscott. Now to Evans. O'Sullivan, little head fake. Shot clock at 5. Guscott off the window. And the ball in Sunbury hands. De Jong able to hold on to it. Now Baker. Leaves it for Cruz Beasley. Beasley trying to go to the hoop, and he'll shoot 2. Mentioned when he got subbed on that Cruz Beasley hasn't scored tonight, so now we'll have a couple of free throws to try and amend that, as we've seen Noah Dempsey come back in. And O'Sullivan comes off. Teams have been well behaved in this quarter. 3:35 to go. Only the 1 foul for Sunbury, only 2 for Hawthorn. And Cruz Beasley is good with the first. And after steadying, he is no good on the second. Furphy protects the ring and comes down with the ball. Herbert back on for Hawthorn. Dempsey. And some of these second unit guys get Hawthorn magic back out to a big lead here? Or is this Sunbury's chance to make a stand and make a move? Furphy off the window, no go. And now Cruz Beasley to the hoop. Oh, charge! The shot didn't drop anyway, but Noah Dempsey eats the charge, and with 3:06 to go, Hawthorn have possession up 10.
His first personal foul.
First foul for Cruz Beasley.
Second team foul.
And we are going to see
Matt
Hallam come on. Joe Furphy heads to the bench. Very physical game for the Bigs tonight. So not a surprise that the second centre is in to go to work. Hallam, who, as we see Herbert go up, he can't score. Hallam had just 1 point in the first half from the free throw line, of course. Jets ball down 10, 2:54 to go in the third. Can they eat into the gap here? Cruz Beasley crossing over. De Jong. Now Trevon Clayton, now to Cruz Beasley. And he catches iron again. Long hurl down the court. Evans is going to drive to the hoop. And nice upper body work there. Xavier Evans gets his first bucket of the night. And that opens the gap back out to 12 points. 2:15 left in the third. Cruz Beasley has had the ball in his hands a lot in this quarter. Where he didn't want it, it was off his foot.
Magic ball.
And so Hawthorn get a stop. TJ Remy and Patrick McBreedy come into the game for Guscott and Evans. McBreedy's had a long rest here, so he'll bring some new energy to the court in the last 2:11 of this quarter. Herbert. Now Dempsey, fake to the baseline, he'll head there now, left-handed attempt, and that's a hard-fought rebound in traffic from Baker, emerging with the rock. De Jong thought about stepping into a three-pointer, decided against it. Clayton. And Trevon Clayton directing some traffic. No one in the key for him. Everyone on the outside. Shot clock at 5. Baker jacks it up. Oh, he gets a lucky throw. Nathan Baker goes to 14 points. Gap back at 10. McBreedy. Now Hallam. Herbert. Oh! From a mile out! Daniel Herbert. He chimes in with 3. What a moment to score your first points of the night. 13 the diff with a minute to go in the third quarter. That was over on the second quarter, it was so far out. Cruz Beasley. Kicked in low. Shot clock at 5. Clayton. De Jong. Cruz Beasley. Oh, he didn't get it up in time. That was late. He missed the shot anyway. Clock is Hawthorn's friend at the moment. Corey Bellman, after sitting down for a bit, is going to come back in for Baker here. So 56-43. 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hawthorn have maintained the gap in this third term. McBreedy. And we've got, oh, the shot went in, but there is an offensive foul against Matt Bellman off the ball, and that hurts because McBreedy was money from outside, but he's going to have to hand that back to the bank. 56-43 the score. Lonkartic just jacks up a 3, air ball. McBreedy coming away with possession. 20 to go in the quarter. Shot clock turned off. Can Hawthorn score one more bucket to take it to the three-quarter time interval? TJ Remy holds it up. We've seen Herbert good from long distance. 6 on the clock. Look away pass. Remy. Now Dempsey to the hoop. No good. It rims out, and so it will be 13 points the gap at three-quarter time. Hawthorn Magic maintained their advantage in that quarter. And while we apologise for not having the comprehensive live stats, we do have the point scorers at least. Can tell you that Joe Furphy improved to 14 points in that third quarter. Jared Molnar up to 11. Nathan Guscott still has 9 from the first half and an even spread thereafter. By contrast, Sunbury Jets, 14 points for Nathan Baker tonight, and then slim pickings elsewhere. Trevon Clayton and Nathan Marshall with 7 each. Jace Beasley, who has 4 personal fouls, with 6. Three-quarter time, it is 56-43.
One shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment, capture, just let it slip. His palms are sweaty, these weak arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke, he's so mad that he won't. His whole back and he's broke. It don't matter, he's broke. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so sad that he knows when he goes back to his mobile home. That's when he's back to the rabbit and yo. His whole back and he better go back to his moment and hope it don't do it. The music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. Your shots, switch it down. Like a movie, once in a lifetime. You're a
Sunbury possession at the start of the last quarter. Thank you to the scorers table. They've brought over the manual sheet here. So I'll keep tally of the individual points here in the last quarter. But other numbers that jump out off the page. 3 assists for Jared Molnar to go with his 11 points today. Total rebounds, no real standouts for Hawthorn other than Joe Furphy with 11. Here's a shot from Bellman to start the last. And Matt Hallam comes down with a defensive board. Thrown to Tyrone Remy on the fast break. Kicks it down low and McBritty will steady and use the clock to Hawthorn's advantage. Up 13. Dempsey. Oh, Remy gives it away and then goes and wins it back and then gives it away again. And here's Clayton, quick 1-2, and it lips out. Oh no, Herbert behind the back. Dempsey, end-to-end stuff, gets a little bit of contact for his trouble. It matters not. Noah Dempsey's up to 4 points for the game. He's only averaging 5.7 per season. So, out to the corner. And foul coming here. It looks like it's against McBritty rather than Hallam coming over the top. It is. So 2 shots here for Trevon Clayton. Looking at some of the Sunbury numbers. Rebound leader with 7 at the end of the third quarter was Clayton. And no one with more than 2 assists for the Jets tonight. So perhaps reflected in the low scoring. Trevon Clayton moves up to 8 points with that bucket. Still 14 the gap. And he's 1 for 2 on this trip to the line. Good rebound coming down from Hallam. So with every second that ticks by, Sunbury need a spark from somewhere. Hawthorn have kept them at arm's length pretty much from the end of the first quarter on. And offensive foul for the push here against Noah Dempsey. He blows out the cheeks, but what can you do?
His second personal foul. The post is down everyone.
Here is Clayton kicking it out. Marshall needs a trail. Count it. Nathan Marshall up to 10 for the game, and 3-point shooting for Sunbury could erase this deficit very quickly. Hawthorn on notice. 8:25 to go in the quarter. McBritty throws up a 3 of his own, doesn't get the fall, and Marshall boxes out effectively to get to the ball. Gap still 11. Corey Bellman. Now Marshall leaves it for Bellman down at the baseline. Physical stuff in there. McCready concedes another foul.
Fouls on number 13, Pat Navarrete. His third. Joe Fairfield and Xavier Evans back into the game.
Just waiting for the scoreboard to tick over. So 3 team fouls already for the Hawthorn Magic. So Sunbury's going to be in the bonus very, very quickly unless there's a change in how they defend here. Still 8 minutes on the clock in the game. Bellman jacks it up and catches the ring. Rebound for De Jong. And now Baker back to Bellman. De Jong. He hasn't wanted to shoot in this one. Bellman, shot clock an issue. De Jong's got to shoot this time, and he finds 2. Oh, it was worth the wait. Josh De Jong gets his first basket of the game, and the gap is back to single figures, 58-49. Can Hawthorn put it together on offense here? Herbert to Furphy. Joe Furphy has to hold the ball up, and now he's going to put up a shot. Catches the ring, grabs his own board, and goes to the hoop. Second time points for Joe Furphy. Well, when it looked like Hawthorn were going to come up dry on another attacking phase, he goes in and just wrestles a rebound into his control, and what a difference it made. Corey Bellman pops it up, and off the window he's good for 2. Corey Bellman up to 7 points. Back to 9, the gap. Molnar and Guscott are waiting in the wings to check back in for Hawthorn. Dempsey in the meantime, down low. Furphy, a head fake, kicks it out. Dempsey, head fake of his own. TJ Remy for 3, catches the near side of the ring, and De Jong drags down the rebound. Baker hot stepping through the half-court line, and now went for a massive walk there, did Marshall, but the referee didn't spot it, and so 2 points for Trevon Clayton, takes him into double figures, and the travelling Sunbury fans are starting to feel like their team is back in range. It's now only 7 the gap, 60 points to 53 with 6:28 to go in the game. So Sunbury just going to work here in this last quarter. Molnar is back on. Guscott back on. Can Hawthorn steady and keep the Jets at bay, or are we going to have a nail-biting finish? Molnar has been one of the leading players for the Magic. Evans. O'Sullivan. Furphy. Fadeaway jumper. No good. And, Marshall almost catching the sideline with his boot, but he just twiddle toes kept it in. So Sunbury after the defensive stop. They can get this back to a 1-score game. Shot goes up from Baker. Oh, it rims out, and that would have had the Jets fans up and about. Instead, Evans. O'Sullivan shouts to move on the Hawthorn bench. Coach Sean King. Furphy to the hoop. Oh, yes! There's no stopping Joe Furphy tonight. He's up to 18 points. He was already the average 6th best scorer in Big V basketball, coming in tonight with 18.63 a game. And now he's on 18 for tonight. Oh, Molnar nearly the takeaway. Bellman trying to return it, and picked up by O'Sullivan. He rips it away. So Hawthorn get the stop. Can they turn it into points at the other end? Guscott to Furphy. O'Sullivan, yes! Rhino Sullivan into double figures, 11 points, and crucial defensive work, finishing the move he started, and the gap is back out to 11. Clayton. Now Baker, you feel like he's going to be a key to getting Sunbury back into that, but his pass to De Jong down low is intercepted by a man having a hot minute in O'Sullivan. That's 2 steals to go with his points, and now a dime to Furphy up top. Joe Furphy goes for a right on the ring, and Sunbury have to burn a timeout as Furphy moves up to 20 points. And how about that from Ryan O'Sullivan? 2 steals, 2 points and an assist, all in the space of about a minute. He's running hot, and Hawthorn are up 13 with 4:31 to go. So out of the timeout, 13 points the difference. Now or never for Sunbury. They need to get a run going. They grounded back to 7, but Hawthorn were able to resist. Marshall, oh, it's going to be a backcourt violation. No, hustle play keeps it in, but it's still going to be out of court. And Magic Ball, albeit down at their defensive end. Sunbury haven't really shown any interest in the full court press tonight. They've been happy to let Hawthorn bring it up and sit back in the zone. Evans, Guscott, Furphy down low, and kicks it out O'Sullivan, and he can be stopped as that shot misses. Jace Beasley is back in. He's on 4 fouls. So Sunbury are rolling the dice, putting him back in, knowing that this could be the last time we see him. He goes to the hoop, and that's why they had to bring him back on. Jace Beasley up to 8 points for the game, and now they're down 11. Evans, Furphy up high, and now he's driving. O'Sullivan, back to Joe Furphy on the turn, kicks it back out. O'Sullivan for 3, good! Ryan O'Sullivan is coming good in the last quarter when they needed him most. 14 points now the diff. He's up to 14 for the game. Marshall, head fake, and feeds it in low, up top. Trevon Clayton goes to 12, and the gap remains 12 as well. Molnar able to shrug the attentions of Bellman and pop it in. And Sunbury just aren't getting the stops at the moment. Molnar has 13 points. That's his season average. 2:39 to go in the quarter. 14 the gap. Sunbury need to execute. More importantly, they need stops. If Hawthorn keeps scoring, they're not going to catch them. Marshall with a hand in his face catches iron, and the rebound is there for O'Sullivan. Whipped away. Molnar one-on-one against Baker, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Hawthorn, they're closing in here. They're starting to play like winners. I don't want to put the jinx on them too early, but they continue to keep scoring. The production has been good tonight. Jaron Molnar with 13 for the game. And he passes his season average with that free throw going up to 14. There's a few smiles starting to creep into the Hawthorn players. The job's not done just yet, fellas. But it is 15 the gap, and that's now 16 for Molnar and 16 the difference. Game high gap, 73 to 57 with 2:16 to go. Sunbury need everything to go right from here. This would be a good start, and it falls. Corey Bellman up to 10 for the game. He's been averaging 14 this season. Bit of off-the-ball contact between O'Sullivan and Marshall. In the meantime, the referees do find their whistle for the foul here on Evans, and he'll go to the line.
Foul number 0, Javon Clayton.
Certainly not suggesting there was anything untoward between the mid-court collision between Marshall and O'Sullivan. I think they just ran into each other. Sunbury fans didn't like it. In the meantime, Evans, who has 2 for the game, is good here. Came in averaging 16 per game. Xavier Evans, it just hasn't been his night in a scoring sense, but we know what he's capable of, and he leaves that one short. So away come Sunbury. Marshall, Clayton, and Jace Beasley. 2 points for him. He moves into double figures with that bucket. Gap at 11 with 1:42 to go. Entering miracle territory now for Sunbury. Looks like Hawthorn have done enough. Score here and they can go home happy. Not quite. And so still hope for the Jets. Bellman and Beasley. Oh, he's blocked. Murphy stuffs it. And so now Evans, the clock is Hawthorn's friend. Murphy down low. And one! Unsportsmanlike foul. Jace Beasley walks himself to the bench because he's going to foul out here. And the referees here discussing whether or not they are going to make it an unsportsmanlike or not. Yep, it is an unsportsmanlike foul. Ouch. So Joe Furphy has 22 points. He'll shoot here to make it 23. And with a minute 12 on the clock, Jace Beasley is fouled out.
Jace Beasley has fouled.
Crucially, Hawthorn will have possession. We saw this in the women's match earlier. There was an unsportsmanlike foul on a +1, which means that will be just the one free throw, and then Hawthorn inbound. Furphy is good with his 23rd point of the night.
Magic retain possession.
And so 76 plays 62. Inbound from the sideline here for the Magic. And it's all gravy from here. They are going to improve to 4-6 on the season and knock Sunbury down to 6-4. O'Sullivan, yes! 17 points and a monster final quarter for Ryan O'Sullivan. He's been the closer tonight, bringing Hawthorn home. And they are up 18 here. Marshall whips it out, Baker for 3, and he is money from that distance. 17 points, team high for the Jets. Into the last minute then. Molnar almost gave away a backcourt violation. The ball was in the backcourt, he wasn't. Now we see Evans, Murphy for 3, and he doesn't add to his tally. Offensive board, Molnar, the putback, slapped away by Bellman. 25 seconds on the clock. So now it is simply a question of the final margin. Bellman, quick 1-2, he misses, and the putback in from Long Cuttage. He moves up to 5 points for the game. 15 seconds to go, and it looks like players are going to shake hands and say thanks for the match. Hawthorn Magic make a statement win, their 4th victory of the campaign, and the Sunbury Jets fall to 6-4. Hawthorn have now beaten Sunbury and McKinnon here at home. It's hard to believe they're behind the win-loss count when you see how they played tonight. 80 points to 67 on the back of 23 from Joe Furphy and Ryan O'Sullivan. He was immense in the last quarter. 17 points for him. Jared Molnar, exceptional in the second and third quarters. He had 16. and then 9 for Nathan Guscott, all in the first half. He hit three-pointers. And then looking down the score sheet, 4 for Dempsey, 3 each for McCready, Herbert and Evans, and then 2 points for Tyrone Remy, the solitary points for Matt Hallam. Apologies, we don't have detailed stats. They weren't live tonight due to a software glitch, but we have been keeping them manually, so I can tell you that Nathan Baker scored 17 points for Sunbury. They had a few others in double figures. Nathan Marshall, Corey Velman and Jace Beasley all scored 10. Siobhan Clayton scored 12. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage tonight. Hawthorn women may have gone down to the Bulleen Boomers, but the men have saluted here at Burundara Sports Complex. Thank you for your company. My name is Teo Pellizzeri, and good night from Magic 80 defeating Sunbury 67.